Good evening, Mokete. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm honored.
Tonight on 01232 is where you're supposed to be getting us, but unfortunately we are not available on that line tonight. But we are coming through to you guys live on Facebook at Tshwane Space FM Space 93.6 and also on the Mokete Radebe Facebook account. Otherwise on Twitter at Tshwane FM, and we are discussing branding, and personal branding and business branding. There's just so many types of branding, and our specialist tonight in terms of what's going to take us serious. I needed that the floor is yours, but the listener is yours.
You almost said what?
I needed that the floor is yours. I just have to introduce the way you call the floor is yours. But tonight, the listener is yours.
I know, hey, we used to that, moment where you take the stage, but unfortunately, quarantine is just on another level. Thank you so much, Mokete. I appreciate. I was actually hoping that I could be live with you at the same time, but technology is failing me. But nevertheless, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm very honored. I don't know, should I introduce myself or get straight to the conversation of the day?
You can't do that. That would be, a chance. I think just remind that Suntavi is that what
Okay.
kind of thing do you do so that, the listener too,
Yeah.
around that because of it, they need to know that we got you married.
Oh my word. Okay, you now talking about big things. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you so much, Mukete. My name is Lebogang Ntabi. uh, S Sekobe, no longer Mokhosi, but I'll officially change my surname. Happily married, traditionally married, and yeah. So I am a brand builder. That young girl who's from Mahikeng, Wanokhuletzen ko Magaeng, and I'm very passionate about giving, helping others, and teaching more than anything. And what inspires me as a person is empowering and transforming other people, and not just other people, obviously transforming myself and the people around me. So that's basically what I am. And I successfully own actually three different brands, which is Real Talk within Tabi as my own brand. I have a design agency called IL Designs Creative Approach, where I design websites, logos, banners, you name them. And of course, I've got Entrepreneur Puzzle. If you're watching this live, you would see the banner behind me, where I profile entrepreneurs and help them tell the unedited truth about entrepreneurship, about business, and all of that. So, in a nutshell, that's me.
42 minutes after 6 o'clock, and if you just jumped in, and this is the capital talk right on Tshwane FM 93.6. On the line, we're speaking to the lovely Ntabi saying, but yeah, just
Seko.
for the benefit of today, that is saying Mokosi. I'll remember the new surname, get used to it. Captain Sekobe. I hope I'm saying it properly. But I'm jumping in there. You mentioned quite a few things there, and I think it's quite, essential that you mentioned that there's three different brands and that they are, and their own, uniqueness. How do you manage to make sure that they never get to be, miscommunicated as one? And how do you also, manage to, keep the consistency and the communication to the, to the designated client, unique and speedily on time with regards to, just branding and separating?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'll start by saying this. Before my brand, I am my brand myself. So I am a brand, and meaning each and every brand that I have, all three different brands, somehow there's something unique about them, and there's something unique about me running all of them. So at the end of the day, it's represented by me. So wherever I go, if I talk about IL designs or entrepreneur puzzle or real talk with Ntabi, still I should remember that I'm the brand. But now, um I'm glad you asked that question because it's very important. I remember before I could actually understand how to roll it out, I attended this seminar. I think it was a I forgot the name of the event, the startup grind, where Vositembekwayo was speaking. And I remember I asked him a question and I asked, okay, what do I do to be able to, have all my brands all in one, but still remain relevant and not confuse people? Because, you need to be able to separate your personal life. You have to separate Ntabi Majaiva, no babes on my pets, separate her from a design point of view where she's a brand builder and all that, because those are different things. So what he said was, you need, and he also said it recently on one of his YouTube video, what he said is, you need to find a way to, put everything together, put it in one place where people can actually find you and understand you, make them understand who you are. But now, without dwelling much into that, in simple terms, being able to still remain consistent in your work, but differentiating the different things that you do and differentiating your tone, because something about brand or branding is that you need to have a certain tone in your brand. So when it comes to real talk with Ntabi, the brand tone for real talk with Ntabi, it's motivation, it's something empowering. And when you think about and obviously confidence. When you think about IL designs, you think about creativity. That's the tone of it. And entrepreneur puzzle, you think of obviously that bold person who's a hustler and all that. So I cannot actually portray the same. Remember, I'm myself. I'm not changing. I'm not being someone else, or I remain authentic, but at the same time, I'm able to change the tone when I differentiate my brand. And I think that's the only way people will understand you or relate with you.
For the 6 minutes have gone since our 6 o'clock. Tshwane FM 93.6 is where you are joining us. My name is Mokete, Radebe, you just shouted, and the capital talk is exactly where you are. In your own personal space, in your business, how are you mastering the concept of branding? Are you winning that? What are some of the questions that you have not managed to find answers for with regards to branding? We've got that conversation happening tonight, and our guest for tonight is Mokete, and she's a specialist in that department. And you made a mention about how how we find the little relations between you and the brand that we from time to time push, and quite a number of people from time to time, especially during this period, would often complain of how, even though they have presented the image of their brand in a specific way, but people continue to perceive it differently. What do you think causes that? And if people are facing such a predicament, what would be the dynamic that they can adopt in order to to pass through that obstacle?
Okay, I think I misunderstood you. Please ask that question again.
All right. So the question is, for instance, if the brand Realtor Ntabi and to say we are, all about women issues, and people perceive it to be something else different. How do I change the perceptions of people, or have the wrong perceptions of people about my brand?
Okay, all right. Okay, I understand now. All right, so something that we have to note about a brand is that as much as whoever who's listening, whoever who's watching, thinking, okay, I have a brand, you have to understand that your brand is not actually yours. And why am I saying this? So, as a brand, it's possible that you are offering a service, or even if you're not offering a service, even if you are a content creator or a blogger, for example, it means that you have an audience. It means that what you do it for other people. And as much as it can be your skill or something that you are passionate about, you have to understand that you are doing it for or an audience, or a specific targeted audience. So where I'm going with this is that for you to actually be able to make it relevant or not be able to confuse people, like for example, I know for one that there were times where I would do events. I remember I did a one woman show event sometime last year, and when someone looked at the poster, they thought it's actually a woman's event because it's like a one woman show. So the way I presented it, it made them feel like, okay, no, it's actually for women. So now that taught me that, you have to also understand what your audience need, what your audience want, and what are they actually relating to. So meaning, if you're gonna create content, you need to find out what people want. And remember that when you build a brand, branding goes also with, content creation, goes also with influencing. So how are you going to influence people and remain relevant if the things that you're doing is not aligned with them? And how do you actually find out? You find out by involving them. So the only way you will know if ever you're on the right track is if you involve your targeted market for that brand. Else you won't actually make it, because it will just be you and saying, hey, I'm Ntabi, I'm a designer, I'm a brand builder of IL designs. Your IL designs will remain IL designs alone, lonely, not having people that support it or actually bring engagements on it. I hope I answered.
No, you are very clear. 10 minutes before the hour of the clock, and Tshwane FM 93.6 is where we're at. We're speaking about branding. Just on a more personal level, I want us now to talk about, especially now that you've touched on the, concept of influencing, or the new social influencer rule that is actually emanated, in society, which is quite a great thing, I must say. And now, yesterday and throughout today, a young lady was making headlines for, having to, step out of an essay competition because of a racist tweet that she posted when she was only 14 years. Now, how critical is it for people today to be mindful of the acts or decisions that they made with regards to how they want to be perceived in the future? And this is in terms now of personal branding.
Okay, so yeah, no, that's actually a very serious issue. So without trying to go to complicate this, first of all, let me make an example. When you are a personal brand, you need to understand that as much as this is yourself, what you do or what you are good at, what you do, like something like social platform, for example. Social platforms, you can have a Facebook, yes, it's your Facebook, we get that. But the first question that I have is, where is Facebook? Facebook is in a public eye, right? So in the public eye, what happens? In a public eye, everyone has their own opinion. Everyone has an opinion to see, to share, to do whatever. So it's important to understand that what you post really says a lot about you. As much as we can all have our own opinions, remember that it can actually have a way of, biting back. And it's not a matter of, let me make just a very typical example of when we grew up. When we grew up, obviously we were taught by our elders that, you know what, you don't have rights, you are my child and you listen to my rules and everything like that. So after Rehola, we were like, hey, now we have rights, we can do things the way we want, and then not even listening anymore to our parents. So I'm making this example similarly to to what we do on socials and everything, because we tend to ignore that there are factors that could affect us, but we think, I it's my Facebook, so why not? And that ends up killing your reputation, killing your brand, for example. Because remember, I remember my former boss from one of the media agencies that I used to work for. There was this lady who was very good at what she did and everything. And obviously, after the interview, what did they do? The first thing they went into, even after looking at her CV, they went to her social platforms. And when they got there, they saw her like with naked pictures, half naked, alcohol everywhere, and all that. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong having to drink your alcohol and everything. But think about the brand that you are building, because that person was going to work with people. So imagine if Mokete, you hire me to maybe do your brand or manage your brand, and I have to talk to your clients or your potential business partners. And then what do? Remember branding, or when you sell yourself as a brand, people get to engage you or know you before the brand, and they get to be attracted more by you as the person, your personality. That's why even when companies hire you, they make you do an assessment of your personality, things that you like. Do you adapt to change? Do you find it difficult to work with others, those kind of things? So that's why those things are there. So it's important for you to understand that your reputation matters, and one mistake, unfortunately, you actually be out of the game. So be careful what you post. As much as it's a free platform, is yours, be careful what you do, especially if you're trying to build a brand. If you are just a person who is just doing anything and I don't care, and just minding your own business and not actually trying to build some kind of a platform or a reputation out of what you do, then it's okay. But other than that, it's bad.
Yeah, 26 minutes after the hour, 6 o'clock. This is the last thing Mokete that is speaking to us. I know that part of the work that you do is also to help businesses and help people in
Yes.
terms of providing them with guidance for both personal and business branding.
Yes.
Two things that are critical. I know that the conversation can never be enough, and this is primarily because there's just so many people that need to get to have so many things from you. We didn't even touch on the challenges that are faced by small businesses. But I think for the benefit of this show, and with just the 3 minutes that is remaining, what kind of services do you offer for a young person that still wants to brand themselves, and for a small business that is emerging? What kind of services can you offer such people, and how can they get a hold of you for that?
Okay, so they can get a hold of me on my website www.ildesigns.co.za. But I think the quickest or the easiest way to engage me is to go to my YouTube channel. It's Real Talk with Ntabi. You can get all the information. I actually share how I can help you as a brand. But let me touch quickly on entrepreneur puzzle. So right now, most entrepreneurs don't have a lot of income in terms of growing their brand. Some are afraid to even grow their business. So this platform is designed for people that are starting up, because you can have your own website under the platform at a very low cost before you can say, I can register my own domain. So we can have your website running. And we also considering the fact that COVID-19 has affected a lot of businesses, so we are able to assist, and I can help with your brand. You can engage me. I do free teachings or engagements live, and especially on my YouTube, that everything is there. You can get all the information you need.
Interesting. Today after 6 o'clock, and now in terms of now business branding, what kind of solutions do you offer, and where can actually people get a hold of you for that?
Okay, so for business branding, I think with business branding, the first things that you need obviously to have that brand identity. You can talk about logos, banners, and all that. So you can actually go to my Facebook, IL Designs, or even my personal one, Lebogang Tabi Mokhosi, even IL Designs or CO.za, even on Instagram, that's where you can actually get more information because that's where it starts. The branding identity starts with you having the online presence. So you can go there because we don't have much time. That's where you can get all the information.
After the hour, 6 o'clock, thank you so much for joining us, my sister, and may you have a great evening on it.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for all the audience that tuned in.
Yeah, Babama, and I see that a lot of gentlemen were actually disappointed when you told us about your news.
I'm sorry. Tell them that it's here, and he's here in the heart. So it's not just a ring. He has stolen my heart as well.
Oh, Jesus. Thank you so much and congratulations on your wedding one.
Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Goodbye.
So it's exactly 7 o'clock of the hour. We're going to take one song.
Hey guys, that was it. Thank you so much for tuning in. How was it, guys? Hey, hi, Kano. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. It was awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Neo. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Salo. Thank you, Nehemia. Thank you, Masejo. Thank you, Malebu. Thank you, Wotle. Thank you, Notando. Thank you, my little sister, Tando. Thank you, Mandisa. Thank you, Gile. Tabang, thank you. Dumisang, thank you. Pelisa, thank you, my darling. Masejo. Thank you, guys. Gile, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was it, guys. So yeah, it's 7 o'clock, so yeah, thank you. I'm not gonna take too much of your time. Yeah, but there's a new video, guys, on YouTube. My collaboration with Amina Williams. She's amazing. So she's sharing like more tips on how to keep your business running. So if you have time now, you can go there and watch it. And yeah, thank you for watching. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And yeah, thank you so much. Goodbye. Bye bye for now.